Welcome to episode 14. It's been a while since I did one of these. I think a week. So, we will need to figure out what's going on with this club and I don't know what to do about it, I guess. Feels a bit rusty, to be honest. Alright, so last time out, we played Manyong City. Also, welcome back to the stream, Ronald. Hope you had a nice week. At least I have water. Anyway, so that match ended up as a draw. I will. So we did a few friendlies, and then we did the first league match of the season, facing Manyong City, which we didn't win, but neither did we lose it. To be honest, I think it was about a penalty, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look at that. Let's watch the goals for a second. So you can catch up on last match too. If we ever get to that. Also, we will have a cup match next on the agenda. It's agenda, isn't it? Whatever. So that'll be interesting. Yeah. Was a header by Chaya Salam. And later on, I think... Was this due to a penalty? No, we gave away a clear-cut chance though. With a few obvious mistakes in defense. Going back to this. Well, welcome back to the stream, Bravo. Target boy in the under 18s, I think. I don't know. First of all, it's the under 19s. And then target boy didn't play because there was an under 16s match. Is he too old? No. He is not sure what's going on there. Did any of the others play? Quite honestly, I'm not sure what's going on there. Do they need to be registered or something? Cool. It seems like we should have registered players for the Piala Bella squad registration. Prior to the season? Seriously? Yeah. It seems like we gotta do this ourselves. That is underwhelming. I guess that's the first mistake of the stream. Thank you very much, Terranel, for bringing that up. I learned something today about Football Manager. So, there was no pop-up and nothing, as far as I'm aware. Does this mean... Like... Where would this be, though? Registration. I fear this might just be nowhere. Cool. Okay, so for I guess for next year, we will need to figure out that the under 19 and the under 21s need squad registration too, done with their leagues. And apparently I missed that. So a bunch of youth players will not be able to play in the leagues there, which is not great at all. But I can't do anything about it now. I guess I can loan them out once they turn 17. So he's unregistered though, and on a non-contract, so that's not an option. At least we don't lose any money on them. Alright, for today, we will play YPM. I will not pronounce that, I will just butcher it anyway. These are, I guess, recently promoted squad that ended up with us in the league. And looking at their squad, so apparently they play a 4-4-2. This is more or less on our level. There's not much complaining about the quality in their squad, I think. So for a cup game, hi Mies, welcome back to the stream. For a cup game, I think this will be a hard one. But really, I think it's a league cup if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look again. Where is it? Competition there. No, this doesn't include more teams than our own league. Still, our own league is we we had like 3 minutes, maybe 4, since I started the stream. So you didn't miss much, Mies. Yeah. Sooner or later we will face an opponent that is one league above, if we ever make it to this stage. For now, though, we just gotta make it through. Well, don't rely on the Wi-Fi. That's a lesson I learned pretty early on, in particular with gaming. You know, packet loss and stuff. Well, cold tea is enjoyable too. Also, you can probably just make another cup. Or can, or whatever you did. Had some tea in for breakfast today. I could get used to that. Maybe I should try to drink more tea in general. Alright. So I'm not very happy with the defensive performance last time out. Let's look at that again. Who was responsible for it? Blaming single people or single players for goals conceded. There was the 2 central defenders, if I'm not mistaken, as well as the odd midfielder that gave the opportunity to play the pass in the first place. So that was our goal, this is fine. I didn't expect a header by Chaya Salan, to be honest, so that's a weird one. And in this situation, so I think it is Azri? No, it is not. It is Baharudin that plays the long ball. So everything's fine here. It's Kalaharasan's job to mark Fatih. And it's Ismavi's job to mark Anwar. Lemonade to tea sounds definitely like a plus for your health. And then, so Ismavi losing the duel against the striker, that might happen. Him losing his man though, that's not good. I don't like that at all. Green tea is damn healthy apparently. But who knows, I'm not a nutritionist. Okay, so there's that. So who's to blame for this? I guess in the end it's Kalahara-san. Hussein also didn't exactly do a good job avoiding the pass. But I think it would have been Chaya Salan's job to avoid the pass in the first place. So it's not like the fullback's to blame. I never ever drank mushroom coffee. I have no idea what this is. This sounds awfully illegal to me, but I guess it isn't. It's not that kind of mushroom coffee, I suspect. So, we'll blame Kalahara-san for it. Also, I cannot pronounce his name anyway. So maybe Safri wants to play? Oh. Well, iced tea's full of sugar, isn't it? It depends. If it's a pre-packaged kind, it's probably full of sugar. It's normal tea. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Forget what I just said. I didn't prepare my specific knowledge for tea and, well, other enjoyable drinks today, though. So, you gotta warn me next time. I have no idea. Fasail. So, we brought this guy in as a replacement in case we need a deep line playmaker. I think he'll do at some point. He's not fantastic, but apparently he's a consistent performer. Yeah, I got that. To be fair, we usually knock off the usual suspects, like nutrition, maybe a bit of sports, usually touching on politics somewhat. I'd rather evade that though. Great. I hope you enjoy your pizza. So, what's up with him? Not much really, other than him not enjoying his specific training, so we'll take him off the strength training. And maybe put him on decision and composure training? That wouldn't be too bad, would it? Also, Saini doesn't enjoy his specific training either. He trains as a Shadow Striker. Okay, so Shadow Striker doesn't necessarily need strength anyway. What else? Passing? Maybe passing. And then I will need to read up on the chat. Avocado toast with egg sounds damn delicious. Also, so I'm not so sure about eggs in general. As I said, I'm not a nutritionist. I guess eggs are fine, mostly, from a nutritional value perspective. But avocado in general seems to be damn healthy. Because, you know, plant-based and also a lot of unsaturated fats in there. So that should be pretty good. You can probably eat that all day. I do not know about the I cannot pronounce this. Ecological impact, though. Not sure about that. Like, I have no idea. I think probably in Germany avocados are not native a native species. So we might need to import those. I guess. I guess more than an apple, that's for sure. Okay. So what's going on here? A 4-4-2 with an advanced playmaker and a central midfielder. This guy, support or defend TOD probably. A deep lying forward that can jump but has no strength. And also moderate passing skill at best and no vision whatsoever. So that's kind of a weird role for him. This guy though, as a poacher, that seems fine. Also he's pretty damn fast. It'll be hard. What's with the playmaker? Oh, 7 points of passing, yeah, well, the playmaker's passing is worse than the central midfielders? I'm confused. That said, well, he has some pace going for him, but that's about it. What about the wingers? Fast, bad crossing, right-footed on the right wing. Sounds legit. Crossing's better, dribbling's low though, no bravery, no strength. This is a case of a hard tackle, for sure. Also, I will forget all of this until we make it to the match. But, you know, looking at it probably doesn't hurt. Pace seems to be abundant in here. Sadly, also here, we need a target forward. I guess we knew that. This is not much better. But this guy's also slow. So there's a natural pairing there, isn't it? Yeah. So he has acceleration 10 and pace 11. The other guy is much slower. So Hasnan is fast, but not fast enough for this one. Red Chili is faster. Oh, Mies. That's a start. Poor boy. I'm sorry. So, argument goes, let's play Rachili. Rachili is competitive on the jumping side. He's not great, but he's somewhat competitive. What's Hasnan? Hasnan's jumping is better. But I really want to be able to overrun the central defense. So we'll play Rachili this time. Give him some playing time too. Don't think he played last time. Oh, well, he did. He played for 15 minutes last time out. So let's give him some playing time. Maybe he can put one into the back of the net. I did already sub off, well, I replaced Kalahara-san with Safri. Not sure if Safri is the right choice. We still have Carrier sitting around here. And, well, Carrier is considered to be a consistent performer. So I guess it would be a good idea to play him instead. Also, his skill set apparently is better, at least according to the assistant manager. With the other players, we will probably need to rotate those two. But we'll look into this on Wednesday, I guess. If you have any comments to make, feel free, right? It's not like I know anything about football in general. So I think preparation for penalties, though, is probably... Oh, preparation for penalties is sensible. This is not a league match. Damn it. Well... Let's have a look at the rules, won't we? So... In the Choppy Piala FA, whatever it's pronounced, rules say we will play for 90 minutes, then we will play an extra time, I guess 30 minutes, and afterwards we will have a penalty shootout. So, no second legs, no away goals, nothing. Also, we can play foreign players, not that we have any. But if we wanted to, we could sign foreign players and play them here. I don't know, maybe the highly expensive Chinese guy that Mies linked on the Discord recently. That would be an option. I also think the complaints about the lack of quality in training seemed to be an issue recently. Now that everyone's got 1.5 star training. Well, you learn by mistakes. You don't learn if you are successful all the time. Being successful all the time doesn't exactly shape good character, I guess. So, you know? How do I translate this? Error culture, I think. Is this a thing? Journal, is error culture a thing in the States? I hope so. In management, it is very important to be accepting of errors, I guess. So, let's try to do that. How did you lose the last 6 matches and, you know, who was responsible? Why did it happen? Could you have avoided it? Whatever. What are the learnings for the future? How did we concede the goal last time out in these circumstances? Well, so first of all, I blame it on Ismavi for not intercepting. Second of all, I blame it on not Carrier. Who's the other guy? Not Safri either. Kalahara-san, because he lost his man. Third of all, I blame it on Zalan. To be frank, he's more of an attacking player, even though he's not on attack duty here. So kind of him not closing down the passing player. I guess that's okay. That said, I also blame it on me. Probably first and foremost in the end, because I was the one that didn't think of sticking the wingers to their wingbacks. So it's my fault. I should have done that. I should have given the tactical instructions and I didn't do that. So in the end, it's my fault. And this is why we conceded a goal, and this is why we drew that match. So, it's on me. Alright, let me read up on that. Well, Dicky didn't play though, so that's probably not a good idea. He might play next match though. Also, Dicky did improve his dribbling. So if we continue like this, well, barely. Doesn't even show in the graph. He was on the bench contagious. That's it. That's how it works. Dicky is around the squad and everything goes downhill. Might just be the train accelerating though. True, true. So we'll keep it like this. So far, no opinion on the progress of Thomas's training rating of 7.0. Everybody expects us to get defeated. Okay. Well, let's get back to this. His full name is Dicky Wester Anak Ndingdang. Nindang? Ngindang? I'm not sure. How do I pronounce this? I need an expert here. Let's ask Google Translate, actually. It will probably not speak Malaysian, though. Malay. Let's have a look at this. Oh. Alright, in Malay. Dicky Wester Anak Ngindang. You're in for a surprise, as am I. This is the wrong language now. What? Google Translate is annoying me. Well, we'll keep it at Dicky. Sorry. Thought I could bring up the real pronunciation, but apparently, for names, I'm not capable of doing that anymore. That or, I don't know. It's either Google Translate or it's me. It's probably me. Come to think of it. Okay. So today at 9 p.m. we will play a club that is expected to win this match. And we need to switch off some players. In England, though, it might improve the goalkeeping, doesn't it? This is not a common theme for England, having bad goalkeepers. I have no idea who's in goal in England these days, by the way. So, yeah. Not insulting anyone in particular. And if I do, well... Put Chucho on the pitch. I just might. Let's have a look. Thomas will probably be rested though. So we might have a slight problem in attacking midfield. Did we bring in a replacement? We did. We wanted to, right? We wanted to bring in a replacement for Thomas. Didn't happen though. True, he was. I recall that. I was probably a very young kid back then though. But the fact that I know the name, that's a plus for the player. See? You get it! Okay, so who needs to be rested? Alright, basically half of the squad. These two, him, Playmaker, that's a lot of rotation. So, we will basically play a completely different squad. Kalahara-san is under heavy match load too. There's not much of a way around Dicky if we do not want to play Roslan. So, training-wise, it's definitely Dicky. Let's compare Roslan to Dicky for a second. Yeah. So, Roslan's a better defender and Dicky is much faster. What do we need? Some consistency first and foremost, probably. How's Dicky doing in that regard? Dicky is considered to be a very consistent performer too. It says nothing about big matches. Given that Roslan very much likes big matches, let's give him a big match, won't we? Never played for the club in his entire time, which might be a week or two. So Dicky will stick to the bench for now. Then we need a playmaker. So Killeen has decent passing. Maybe that's a good idea. He needs a ton of time on the pitch though to become a reasonable defensive midfielder. So how do we play him? Or one of the others? Kalam would be available. Let's have a look at this. So he hates big matches. Let's not do that. Ankun is on the heavy match load. Fasail is considered to be a consistent performer, and he doesn't enjoy big matches. So, still a better option for the bench, but not great. Taib will probably need to start. It's not like we have any other attacking midfielders. And looking at this profile, I do not expect much. He doesn't like big matches. Then somebody told me Choo Choo's missing. So I guess we will play Choo Choo. Let's have a look at this. He doesn't enjoy big matches either, but at least he's a consistent performer, so maybe that helps a little bit. Not sure about it though. And on the right wing, there is Baru. Baru did develop recently. He is considered to be a consistent performer, and also he enjoys big matches. So there's not much of a reason not to play him. Okay, central defense. Well, it's either Mokhtar, which could be a really bad idea. Yeah, he hates big matches and is an inconsistent performer, and also his pace is like no good. So we'll probably play Safri. That's not fantastic either. But I think we need to. And on the bench, we can bring along Ismavi. Would be an idea too, yeah. Why not? Ismavi is the best player we have, and Kalahara-san is a reasonable choice on the bench, so let's do that. Well, Ismavi is amongst those that are very good players. Let's put it like this. Sophie, in his role as a ball-winning midfielder, seems to develop just fine. There's actually a notion that he enjoys big matches, so there's not much of a reason not to play him there. And who would be the alternative? Yeah, well, probably is Mavi himself, right? That would be fine too. Also, he very much likes big matches, so it makes sense to play him here. Right back. So, I guess Hussein on the bench. Then we have a central defender. We do have Sulaiman as a playmaker-ish backup that, if worst comes to it, can also do the defensive role. But, well, defensive role is also done by Ismavi, in case we need to rotate him forward. Sure, that's not good for his body, but whatever. Health is not a primary concern for a footballer, is it? Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be in professional football. So, shall we bring along Hamdan? Unlikely. Not for this match. He's considered to be very inconsistent and, well, doesn't enjoy big matches either. So I guess we actually can bring along an attacking midfielder. Parsi can't play on the right. That's bad. Neither can he play on the left. Doesn't enjoy big matches with Parsi. I thought so too. Parsi does enjoy big matches though and is considered to be a very consistent performer. So let's bring along Harsey. Is there any one of these that we do not necessarily need? Sulaiman is a playmaker-ish option. Fasail, playmaker-ish option. So we have two of those on the bench. There's a slight overabundance of those. So which of the two did have the better training? Sulaiman or Fasail? I don't know why I'm going into this many. Fasail is on a 6.35 and Sulaiman is on a 6.55, so that would be one in favor of Sulaiman. He hates big matches though. And Fasail hates him too, but he's considered to be consistent at least. So we'll bring along Fasail. Okay. Would be an idea. Fasail's 32 though. Look at the skill comparison to Killeen. If I can find him. No, his last name is Mod Jamil Killeen, of course. Mod Jamil Killeen, here he is. So overall profile says Killeen is probably the better player, actually. I guess that's a positive, given that we loaned him for exactly that role. Yeah, attribute-wise, I think that's true. His mentals are a bit off in comparison to Fasail. And he has better physicals. So that's definitely one in favor of Killeen. So I'm okay with playing him. Despite not being our own player. Also, thank you. Where was I? His contract runs on with Cushing. His contract with Cushing runs until the end of the season. So there is a minor chance that we might actually be able to sign him if the season goes well. So might be a thing. Central defenders, well, bringing along Mokhtar is probably a last resort. I think we can agree on that. He is pretty good as a central defender with the jumping and all for Malaysian levels, at least. But on the other hand, we want to play the young guy. So I think we'll bring him. It's bad though, isn't it? Look at it. Wow. What a choice. We're talking about a bench player. So might not make it to the pitch anyway. But anyone's got favorites here? Keep in mind that Malaysian players, in particular those two strikers, are probably damn fast. That said, it's a free with the bunch of ones in the attribute profile. Well, noted. Anyone else with an opinion? Nothing? Alright. I guess Mokhtar will make it to the bench after all. Don't blame me for it though. We might actually. Yeah, well, there is a thing actually. No, he's 39. He will not play as a ball-winning midfielder anytime. Okay, alright, let's go. So, I need your all help, I guess. As always. On the tactics side. So we already determined that this guy is rather slow. So there is a good chance that we might overrun him. This is why we play the faster of the two strikers. And that this one is somewhat fast, but not 12-12 as like our striker. He does have no jumping and no strength whatsoever. Though, so we might stand a chance of just out-muscling him. So our primary tactic is focusing on counter-attacking anyway, so that's fine. Let's have a look at the crossing instructions once more, just to be sure. It says aimed center here, aimed far post here, so this is wrong. I'm not sure if we need to cross aimed center, to be honest. I don't think we need to. It also says whip crosses here. Not so sure about whip crosses. I think we tried that last time out. Let's go with low crosses instead. We do have players that are rather fast in general. And the anticipation of Red Chili is not that fantastic. It's 9 points. It's decent. But it's not that great. And the technique of Baru and Chuchu, well, it's okay-ish, but not fantastic. More direct passes, less dribbling, this is all good. Roslan, crossing more often, does this make sense? Yes, it does. So we're okay with that. Amran says crossing more often. Fine. That's alright. Slightly shorter passing, that is probably okay for the quality of passing or the lack thereof in this squad. So that's all good. Have a look at your position instructions. Put it on next match only. Okay. Well. The thing is, pass into space is this is for the whole team. And looking at these, for the right backs, well, for the right back and the left back, they are not that slow. They are neither very fast. Baru is somewhat fast. Chuchu isn't. So it's a mixed bag. Once we go through the middle, pass into space is probably a good idea. Once we go down the wing, it might not be. So I'd rather leave it off. Because it's an instruction that it affects the entirety of the team. And I do not think that we are that good in general with anticipation and off-the-ball movement. We're not bad, but we're not good enough to pull off pass into space, I think. There was another thought, though, that I just had, and I forgot about it. About the tactical instructions. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, we're playing through the middle. So let's have a look at this. He is instructed to do that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, more direct passes and less dribbling. And the less dribbling, well, with 3 points of dribbling, that's probably a good idea. So I'm okay with that. Now let's have a look at defense. And from the perspective not of the back row, but from the perspective of this setup, midfield. So, question is, how much space will we have on the wings or through the middle of the pitch? Against a 4-4-2, it is pretty easy to say play through the middle, but let's try to figure it out. Alright. So, looking at the striker, this guy is damn fast. He is a good finisher. He has no bravery whatsoever, but decent dribbling, sadly. Composure's fine too. Passing ability is inexistent, more or less. Technique is not great. No vision. Off the ball movement's not fantastic. Anticipation is okay though. So I expect him to outrun our defenders, sadly. I guess we need to trigger the press on him and that's it. There's not much else we can do. I would love to tackle him hard. Say in the later stages of the match, if we lead by one or two, like by 2 goals, for example, guess not by 1. I would probably go hard into this guy. Just because he will be exhausted in the end of the match. And Bravery 1 and Strength 4, we can probably knock him off the pitch. Hopefully. Roslan. Roslan's dribbling seems okay. Bravery 2, Strength, and jumping reach is not fantastic. Pace and acceleration are okay-ish, not that impressive. He is considered to be a deep-lying forward. For their manager at least. That said, his attribute profile says poacher, more or less. So what do we do with him? Well, I expect him to be a pain in the ass, not so much for his qualities as a deep-lying forward, but more due to the pace. So is marking him tightly an option? Off the ball movement's definitely good. Anticipation is really bad though. So he will probably, I guess it's not outrun. He might sneak away from a specific marker. On the other hand, he does not anticipate situations very good. His decision making is low. His vision is non-existent. His passing is not fantastic. So triggering the press on him is probably a good idea. Despite him being a deep lying forward. So hopes are they play through him. And we can close him down and get the ball back from him. Okay, going back to what I just said about defending. So, low dribbling, low strength, low bravery. Good crossing and finishing though. So, what do we do with him? Pace is decent. Close him down, tackle him hard. Also, he has a weaker right foot and his passing is shit. So let's show him to the right foot. We can. This guy in central midfield is their best passer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the other one's worse, despite being the playmaker in the formation. So, preferably, I would love to mark him tightly, and given the off-the-ball movement of 3 to 5, despite the acceleration and pace, I think we can mark him tightly. Not a bad idea, is it? Also, no strength, no bravery, no dribbling. So we'll go into him hard too. That's not the way to phrase it, is it? Sorry. This one, passing is worse. Bravery and dribbling are really low, strength is really low. Press him. How's the off-the-ball movement? Also not great. Still, I would prefer for them to play through him. So this is a case of not marking him tightly. So they need to play through him. Not sure. I guess we'll tackle him hard too, given the combination of low bravery and strength and stuff. His dribbling is decent, sadly. Right-footed though, so let's show him to the left, given that he plays on the wing. How's his passing? Passing's worse, not great, at least. Vision's low, anticipation is decent, off-the-ball movement is okay. Not much else we can do, I think. Rosley. Well, we can close him down, can't we? Yeah, composure's shit. So let's trigger the press on him. Now we're getting into the areas that, well, we don't want to overcommit to winning the ball back, given that we play a low block. So, bad dribbling, bravery is okay though, strength is okay, so no hard tackles most likely. Closing him down, winning the ball back from him might be an option. Crossing is also decent, so in case that happens, probably still triggering the press on him. I don't like it, but it might be an option. Tight marking is not a thing. His off-the-ball movement is bad, but there's nobody that I want up there to mark him tightly all the time. Specific marking, very different question. I think Baru can specifically mark him. Left back, here we go. Yeah, so Baru should be faster. Also, his marking is obviously not good. On the other hand, this guy's off-the-ball movement is bad. This one's crossing is bad though. Just the dribbling that's good. This one's crossing is good, but his dribbling is bad. So multiple is 2. 3 now. Not a bad idea. You know what? Let's go with this. So stop cross. We do not want them to cross. An argument can be made, obviously, that we have decent central defenders, at least according to the jumping. So, but they have good jumpers too. So there's no argument to be made here. Quite contrary to what I just started to say. There's no argument to be made that we should invite crosses, I think. So this is fine. Let's go with this one too. Dribbling's really, really low. Bravery is low too. No, bravery, not bravery, but strength. I think we will trigger the press on him too, given that we can win the ball back from him. And I do think we should not mark these tightly. These two. It's not like I'm opposed to taking them out of the game, but I think this is the player, or this is one way to get a transition period. So the right back's bravery is a bit, it's okay. In aggregate though, this overall this is a bit low. Let's put this on normal tackling at least, in case I make changes later. Same with him. So his jumping reach and strength are really low. Passing is 5. Passing is 4. So no tag marking either. For any of these two. I do not want to close him down specifically. And bravery sadly is okay with them. That said, he has 3 points of strength. So that cannot stand. Let's take that guy off the pitch. Is there anyone with a really weak foot in this sample? Doesn't look like it. Did I forget anything? Well, the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper is not very eccentric. Communication is a bit off. One-on-ones are pretty bad, so we are trying to force one-on-one situations anyway. Throwing is not great. Kicking is alright though, so that's threatening. Composure is a bit low. And the positioning is 4. So how do we exploit bad positioning on the goalkeeper? Anyone's got an idea? The bad one-on-ones are pretty clear. And well, counter-attacking opportunities usually involve one-on-ones, so that would be fine. Bad positioning? His bravery is 10 though. Are you strictly coming from the perspective of, well, his strength is low, but the perspective here might be, he might be prone to injury or something? Shoot on, well, there's a few very productive arguments in here, I think. So hard tackling might win the ball back more often from him due to physical, exposure, I guess. His strength is pretty low. Also, the argument with first touch and what was it? First touch and low composure, that makes sense. To me, though, it makes sense for the argument is close him down, because well, he will get nervous due to the low composure. and he might misplace the ball with the first touch. So that's an argument for closing it down. Despite me not liking this in this formation, but whatever, it might work on a rare occasion. Who knows? Hard tackling, I'm not so sure. And the other one was shoot on side. So shoot on side. Let me see if I get the thought process, Bravo. So he has bad positioning. So we expect him to be misplaced within his goal frame, which means that we should take the shot sooner rather than later, because he will be in a bad position. Is that what's going on here? There is no work ball into the box in this formation, or well, in this tactic, not the formation specifically. But I think I get the argument if if Bravo agrees. Shoot on side though, so going back, you know. Shoot on side would require decent finishing and in particular long shots, which is not a thing for us. So I'd rather get better chances. Well, shoot on side can be pretty good if you have really good finishers all throughout the squad. But we are quite the contrary. In fact, our finishing is so bad, Red Chili's finishing is the only one in the squad that is somewhat reliable. So that's in favor of working the ball into the box, actually. On the other hand, our passing is not great either. Yeah, forget about it. Okay, so I will not shoot on sight. It is an interesting idea for the later stages of the game, though. Once we are starting to roll the dice all the time. So maybe then. Okay, what did I forget? Not much, hopefully. Go to the match. Also, I think I will take a 30-second break now. So I will get some fresh water. And afterwards we'll make the match. Do the match, whatever. BRB. I think I agree on that, Mies. I think I agree. The problem is, well, what do? We take it off the fullbacks, then we face the crossing. So, what's the alternative? Press them really high, take some players out of the game, and face their counter-attacking with two very fast attackers. You don't like... Oh, this is pressing. Well... What's the alternative? If we don't press them? I'm open to suggestions, really. It's not like I'm a tactical genius by any stretch of the imagination, so... What's the alternative? Basically, the argument is the center backs will close down anyway. As soon as it's appropriate. Well, pressing can be useful if they have low composure. Maybe first touch. These don't. So maybe you have a point. What's the other watcher's opinion on that? Anyone's got an opinion? Shall we take off the press more often on these two? So that the central defenders are in a more, I guess, considerate playing style. I will go through with this if nobody comes with a counter argument. Because I cannot come up with one. So it's probably reasonable. That said, if one of the two had really low composure, maybe I would do it anyway. Yeah. Yeah. It might also be, just spitballing here now, it might be that the press more often instruction is what was responsible for that situation in the last match in the first place. Given that both central defenders were running towards one striker in that match. And then he played a decent pass and we ended in a one-on-one opportunity. So maybe that's my fault too. You see? We are coming up with stuff. Alright. So we are expected to lose this match. We have one motivated player and a bunch of players that do not show any feelings whatsoever. As humans usually never do. But given that this is a big match for us, even though it's the first round, and given that we are expected to lose, I expect them to be somewhat nervous. No, but you got a point there. Maybe I just didn't figure it out yet. I'm quite honestly, I think there is some sense to this. So let's try it. If it doesn't work, we found out. And also, let's try to figure out what happens there and why. I'm really bad at this, so I'm definitely very thankful for everyone with an opinion. In particular, if there's a scene on the pitch that we can use to explain this or that. Okay, so I think I'll try to ease the pressure on them. I'm not sure if this is a good idea, but I think I'll try to do that. Most of those players also make a debut for the club, with the exception of Chucho maybe. So we'll do this. There's a whole whopping one positive reaction though. So the rest doesn't care. So we'll go with cautious encouragement, I think. This is a home match. Baru's pretty good. I'll show you the pop-up at least. Shane Thomas Baru is a winger though. So he's a good runner, good dribbler in general. Passing's a bit bad. In general, his anticipation, his off-the-ball movement, his vision and that stuff, that could be better, but it's not horrible. Crossing's fine. It's not fantastic. I didn't know that either. But apparently we are going for trains. So who knows? Maybe we'll sell one Thomas and keep another. But in general, as a winger, I think he's fine. And he's also one, well, he's a low knee, but there is something about him. I think he's a consistent performer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's a consistent performer that enjoys big matches. Sadly, susceptibility to injury is high, so this might not go well long term. Oh, now I need to click on all of these players again. So, I expect Bauru to be a reasonable choice as a player. I just don't know for how long. And hopefully he doesn't hurt himself again. That's the worst fear that I have right now. Okay. Let's pump fists and say I have faith. Everybody is more or less motivated and excited and stuff. So let's go. And we'll skip that too. Comprehensive highlights are fine, aren't they? That was close. Being intercepted. Okay. Long ball, Amran. There's a cross from deep. Rachili should be faster. He is. Ah. Well, at least the tactic works. Let's have a look at these again. They are instructed to cross more often, aren't they? They are instructed to cross more often anyway. So, this is as instructed. Should have. Can't help it now. As long as they don't have any chances, though. Oh, also... Just thought of something. We told him to mark a specific player, but not Chuchu. So that's rubbish. Not a midfielder, though, the defender. So we'll tell both to mark their defenders. No, Dicky will not have fun with his winger, but hopefully that takes the well-crossing defenders out of the game. Ismail, Dicky's ways away from him. And Carrier with a nice header. Into touch though. Possession is a whole whopping 23%, so... That's not great. Alright. No shot yet. That's a good save. But it's ideal. Also, who was responsible for losing that guy, other than Dicky, obviously? Not sure. They really like their short corners too. And these passes are damn dangerous. Carrier's heading seems fine so far. Dicky's defending, no. Not good. Where's Dicky? Oh, and it's Roslan, never mind. Let's not blame Dicky for it. Choo-choo. Killeen, Taib. Ismavi. Long ball by Ismavi. Might end up with Choo-choo, might be offside. Not offside. Header taken by Baru. Not much happened though. Amran with another long ball. This is another one for Rachili. It is not. Choo-choo. Skips past his man. Headed by Baru. What a save by Yusuf. Well, the quality of chances is definitely better on our side. Also, in general, I'm not very fond of the defending in this match. On both sides. Saki, there's a long shot. Okay, but long shots can also be interpreted as we do not generate high-quality chances yet. Well done. Not so well done by Rachili. Ismail. Still trying to avoid the crosses, doesn't help though. And there's another chance for them. Just will this be intercepted? it isn't. This Hafsiam guy, he seems to be responsible for picking up a lot of the balls. In general, he's the more defensive-minded one. So we do try to press him, and in general, he should be fairly susceptible to being pressed. But there's not a specific player on his heels. I think we need to change that. Taib's bravery is non-existent. Rachili, on the other hand, has at least some strength. And, well, a remainder of bravery, I guess. So I'll try to put a poacher on him, actually. I don't think the poacher needs to be with the central defenders all the time. This might be a thing for him. So the assistant manager will warn me that this will draw him out of position. The alternative is obviously to put on an attacking midfielder that is more defensive-minded. A Balak kind of guy, I guess. Somebody that plays attacking midfielder on paper. That's well done. Chile intercepts and loses the ball. Well, it was something. Also, possession turned out to be more or less even. Now, Rachili does close down Haftiam, or he follows him around at least. Yeah. Okay. Well, hopes were that it limits the passing option. Doesn't help much. So, he isn't marked tightly, but he's marked all of a sudden. That limits the options. A bit confusing. Opens up space for Taik though. And, well, that's bad defending. Ismail with the cross. And that had a low-grade chance, luckily. We're 20 minutes into the match and I'm I'm not sure how to fiddle with the tactics going forward. Mozaki, Manuzzi. Also, Taib doesn't serve any purpose here on the defensive side. He doesn't help. Seriously. Oh. Alright. Ideal decided to give away a corner. Hopefully, nothing comes of it. What more? That's fine. Amran, that's fine too. Now Rachili. Against 2. Well done, and then Roslan just not fall forward. That's seriously? Yeah, that one. Roslan and Taib exchange passes. Barrier. Roslan? Come on, do one of these crosses. That's not one of the crosses, it's fine too though. Taib. Roslan. Sophie. He can play a decent pass, if he wants to. Taib. Roslan. Oh. Now he's very much out of position. Didn't we instruct somebody to mark this Taki guy tightly? Whose job is that? Saki's on the left. So that's something that the appeared repeatedly now. He does need to be marked, obviously. Off the ball movement's not that great either. So he's on the left, so this is Killeen's job. Killeen's marking and positioning are fine. What's going on with him? That would be an idea. At least he contributes something in that case. His marking, though, is probably crap. Well, on the other hand, he's fast enough to be on his field, so I guess we try to do that. Where is he? Saki. So, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. We'll see. Okay, nice defensive header by Carrier. Also, we can probably start encouraging the team again, given that it's 28 minutes into the match. Maybe that helps. This is a nervous match, at least for me. Chuchu with a free kick. That's a corner. The shout did have an effect. There were no scenes whatsoever throughout the effect, though. Come on, Roslan. Do a decent corner. That's not great. Chuchu with the dribbling. Carrier. Of all the people. Carrier. Run. Nice. Nice long ball. Baru doesn't get the possession now. So, we have a throw in for Amaran. Baru. Killeen. Amaran. Cross from deep, maybe? No. Back to Killeen. Killeen with the pass. Taib. Baru. Taib again. Oh, come on. Sophie, somebody could have taken the shot at this point. We conceded possession, won it back again. And now? What the hell? Just give it back to the keeper. Did go well though. Ibra Chile. Well, Chuchu's not one to win these. He is! Okay. Disregard that. Sophie. There's no immediacy in the way they play. So, overall, an okay performance against an opponent that we are expected, well, to lose. Is this wasn't good enough territory, or is it, well, it is a home match. You know what? Let's go with it. Now he loses confidence, but the rest of them have some confidence. So, come on, man. Let's encourage him. He doesn't. No reaction. We'll probably take him off at some point. Which reminds me. Do we need to sub anyone off just yet? This didn't get fixed. Sophie, maybe? But we might need to go through more than 90 minutes. So every minute that we can keep them on the pitch is probably a good idea. If it ever comes to the 120. So we'll continue doing it like this. What about the others? So you two had a decent match. Same as Chuchu. I guess we can go with a cautious or maybe reluctant. You've been playing well. Might be a bit risky. It is a green rating though, and apparently this is where we praise the players, so... That went well. Don't want to ignore you, Mies. It's just not how this tactic works, I think. But how do we get more creativity on the pitch? Yes. But how? Come to think of it, we could change his role. So we are more or less familiar with this. Yeah, buy more creative players. Good luck with that. His vision and passing are okayish at best. Off the ball movement's really bad. He is instructed to take fewer risks. So maybe we'll take fewer risks. Maybe we'll tell him to take more risks. Just to, I guess, to get some chances at all. In their cases, though, in Baru's case, I don't think, like, passing 5 and vision 5, probably not where I want to play risky pass. On the other hand, we need to score somehow. And with Chuchu, it's even worse. With the 4 points of passing, probably not a great passer. So I'd rather not for him to play risky pass. Eileen does this by default. Taib might. Not the worst idea. I feel, in particular, given that we play against a 4-4-2, he doesn't contribute much. So, yeah. There's that. I know somebody that has great vision, but nothing else. Maybe he'll make an appearance later. Oh, he lacks self-belief. So we'll encourage him. We did have similar, well, I guess we had better quality chances even though they were less. So the quality of our chances was fine. It's about the quantity. Maybe I didn't do that. So what happens if we go to caution? Familiarity with the mentality drops pretty much. Not horrible. Let's try. That's a very long ball. That's not intercepted. Yusuf. Afsyam. Manusi again. Well, on the central defenders, it's not hard. Saki though, this is not... Look at it. What's Taib doing? He doesn't mark the guy at all. I'll switch that. Whatever happens here. So take Taib off this guy. It doesn't help anyway. In fact, I think he should probably stay forward. And for him, maybe Killeen can mark Saki. Well, the ball-winning midfielder on the other one, I guess. Sure. Alright. Well, I thought so. How do you do that? I think I know that this is possible. It also shows here. But Customize. Oh, this is it. So, where were we? Chances, half chances it would work. So, half chances would work. Where's chances? Well, chances is probably shots, right? So, that should be in there. No. This customizes this menu. How do we include it in this one? Well, feel free to tell me if you figured it out. Don't want to sit here and do this for 50 minutes now. I think that was possible at some point, I just can't figure it out right now. Choo-choo with a decent pass for Red Chili. Please put it into the middle. He does. Taib. Fucking hell. Oh. I know he's not a good finisher. But please put one into the back of the net. That was a really nice counter-attack and nothing comes from it. Roslan. Carrier. Straight into the hands of the keeper. Should have had Thomas on the pitch after all. Depends a bit on what happens next, but overall, we did have the better chances within this match. I think the latter. Given that the keeper is very bad in one-on-ones, this was particularly concerning. Ismail. Good job, Carrier. Gotta give him that. It was a good job. Montnor. Will it be a short corner again? Of course. Well done, Taib. Well done. First time today. So, we're 60 minutes into the match. Did they... Not sure. I think these two players just switched, didn't they? What happened there? Well, they might have switched him earlier on. Switched him back, who knows. So, Chuchu has a good game and he's focused. Don't want to take him off. Oh. Can we just save this, please? There should be a save button for the order here or something. This bug has been in Football Manager, I think, 3 years ago. How did they manage to include it? So, don't want to take off his Mavi either. Shall we take off Taib and actually bring on Thomas? Thomas is the better goal scorer. And he's damn fast. So there is some sense to that. Even though Mies doesn't like him. He also trains well and he's a professional. How does he cope with pressure? It got fixed after... Well, what update? Maybe I didn't get the update yet. That might be a... What the hell? That might be a thing. Well, you'll be the judge on that. I mean... I guess there's not even lines here. I guess, assuming he plays as an attacking midfielder. He has no dribbling whatsoever, though. No finishing either. So if you want... Do we? I'd rather sub him on for Killeen, actually. Maybe later on. We might need him. How fast is Facile? He does have decent first touch there. Okay, you know what? We'll do it. We'll bring him on as an attacking midfielder. He will not like it, probably. And later on, we will rotate him back once Killeen leaves the pitch. And then Thomas can come on. I am not very fond of Roslan's performance either. So this will be the debut for Dicky this season. Dicky seems to be motivated at least, as always. Well defended by Ismavi for now. Let's encourage him once more. Hopefully it helps. Yeah, but then the familiarity with the formation drops for everyone, doesn't it? So, familiarity with the formation is probably bottom right. If we knock him back here. And we have deep lying playmaker and advanced playmaker in the basically in the same area there. Say we play him here as an advanced playmaker, wherever that is. Like this. Then position role duty goes down to. I guess it's a thing. You know what? They don't expect it, I will follow along with this. Let's do some tinkering today on the pitch. And if it doesn't go well, I will blame it on you. Yep. Okay. That does make sense. So then he will get further forward and he doesn't rely on the dribbling that much. It's also his strongest role, that makes sense. I agree with that. I really do. Also more risky passes, less shooting, and no dribbling whatsoever, but more direct passing. That's how he is, right? No dribbling, no shooting. Well, long shots actually are these. More direct passes are... He likes to dictate the tempo by himself, so let's not do that. Shooting less often, though, is probably not a good idea. He has decent long shots, so maybe he wants to take the shot at some point. Don't give him the shot. That's even worse. It's offside. Whew. Sure. Yeah, that was offside. Also pretty damn close. Was a short kick towards Ismavi. Sorry. Run. Can we have a cross, please? One of those dangerous ones. One of those, exactly. Rachili, come on. Put it in. It hits the post. What is going on? The quality of chances not taken in this match. How? Baru. Also, the quality of chances barely created. And that's a match for Ismavi. Yeah, that's a match for Ismavi. So, wonderful. Kalahara-san or Mokhtar? I don't think I can. I think we'll play Kalahara-san. Because Mokhtar's just too slow. So that's a last-ditch effort for me. Okay. So this line, this is not clickable. There's nothing here. I cannot even move this entire area. I seem to remember that all of this was possible, but this was prior to the tablet stuff layout. Once they introduced this, because it was more, I don't know, whatever the argument was, more close to reality, because apparently using a tablet on the footballing pitch is pretty common these days, which I agree with. Also, I hate tablets. Yeah, well, now we have this. So I should probably get another skin. Come on, Fasai. Dicky. Fasai. Choo-choo. Another shot. Amran. Fasai. That's worst. Yeah, I can do that, of course. Just, if I have it on all the time, we don't see anything of the match anymore. So we can obviously take a break from time to time. Rachili? Maybe? No. Baru with the cross. That could have been an own goal. I would have taken that too. Twice the expected goals of the opponent. Dicky wins the header. Chuchu controls the ball well. Runs past his man with a interesting cross, and Rachili, well, that header was way misplaced. Sophie also is pretty damn exhausted. So, maybe they'll fix it. That's the last stoppage though. So if we want to bring on other players, it's now. Or we wait until... I guess we wait for the last 5 minutes. And see if we can make it into... additional time. Well done by Kalahara-san. Amran, Celine. Amran again. Yeah, but we might need a stoppage in extra time. I guess it's the decision between will we sub somebody off prior to somebody hurting themselves, or do we keep the players on the pitch and keep the stoppage in case somebody hurts themselves. And I guess given the exhaustion in stoppage time, somebody will probably hurt themselves. If Chuchu doesn't create a wonderful chance here. He doesn't. He doesn't. Four minutes stoppage time. Killeen. Well, Chuchu doesn't win the header. Amran. Sophie. Amran again. Amran. Dicky. Carrier. Sophie. That might be a good pass. It's another corner. Let's have a look at these guys. Did they sub anyone on at all? I guess another striker and another central defender. The rest of the squad is entirely exhausted. Average rating is slightly better in our case. That doesn't say much. Expected goals is way better. We did have 2 clinical chances, same as them. 3 half chances though. Possession is 50-50. Not sure what to do about this. Chuchu, carrier. Oh, come on! Saved on the line. Baru! Fuck! How many chances do you want? Chuchu. Vicky? Will you take the corner? Come on, last second scoring. Nope. Doesn't happen. 20 seconds. Don't do anything stupid, Chuchu. That's okay-ish. Okay, we will have extra time. So, now we can use the break. So, we will sub one player. Only one. Because we need the other one in case somebody hurts themselves. And given their condition, either Sophie or Baru need to go off. It's alright, Mies. Have a nice evening, man. Thanks for being around. That was, it's much appreciated. Yeah, that makes sense. I think Baru is also pretty prone to injury anyway. He just returned from injury. So we need to switch him off. So we'll do it like this, and like this. Chuchu being tired also, that will probably work. So... That's fine. I'm not sure how long I will do today, but maybe I'll still be online. You know, been a long week being on the road all the time, but maybe we'll see each other. Otherwise, you know, we'll probably read each other on Discord. Okay. Yeah, but if we bring on Mokhtar, we do not have any additional subs, so that would be the last one. Or it doesn't show up here yet. But Mokhtar would be the last substitute. So I'd rather keep that one in case somebody hurts themselves. At least for 15 minutes. Maybe Sophie can make it through this time. Don't know. That's the hope at least. I think we'll tell them they've been unlucky. They have been unlucky at this point. That works somewhat. So let's praise them again. But is this what we want? We have him on a specific instructions to close down a player, and well, he's exhausted, but the entirety of their squad is exhausted anyway. So this is still even. I think we'll keep him on this instruction. I might go with it in case they had players on the pitch that were more fresh, but they haven't. So I think it's still fine. Hopefully, anyway. Now he lost focus. Fuck. Overpraising them, never a good idea. And for all of these guys, they just need confidence, I think. Yep. You are correct. That is a good idea. So, very much for that. This one is a central defender. We do not need to close him down. We might need to close him down. He has decent passing for a central defender. So, I'd rather not instruct anything in particular on him, maybe hard tackle. Hard tackle's probably a good idea on him. Also, well, 10-10. So both of these are pretty fast now. And have no heading and jumping whatsoever. Sadly, that doesn't help. We might float crosses, but Red Chili has how much jumping and no. His jumping is 4. Forget about it. I will not do it. And the other one is a striker. Akil. Well, if we keep it mixed, well, At least that's harder to defend, because they don't know what's coming for them. Also, I will... Where is it? No, we do not cross towards center anymore. We cross towards somewhere. So that's fine. Oh, well, this Akil guy is not very fast, actually. He's 38. So... The rest of his attributes, though, is pretty damn good. I think dribbling and bravery are a bit lowish. Strength is a bit lowish. So... Hopes are... He's also prone to injury. In fact, let's have a look. That's not much. Well, maybe we can produce one. So let's try it like this. Let's go. It's just about cup money anyway. 456 people. This is twice the amount that came to the last league match. We definitely need to win this match. Cup seems to be important. Come on, guys. Ideal Kalai-Hara-san. So far, so good. That pass was weird. Dicky. RC. Pass style. That wasn't good. This was though. RC, nice header. Pass style. Dicky. Come to think of it, we do not play through the middle yet. There, it doesn't show right now. Here we go, thank you. Mod Nor is pretty slow, hopefully, at this point. Where is it? 13 points of pace. Nah. He is exhausted. So I was thinking maybe his 13 points of pace are not good enough to cope with Harsey, but Harsey's not a fast guy. That's just bad. Lean towards Choo-Choo, that's fine too. Maybe he can pull off something. It's a corner. Extra time on more than 1 point of surplus. Expected goals. Sure, that stuff happens. Still annoying. RC, Choo-Choo once more. Come on, another cross. That's not bad. It's saved. Again. 2.03 now. Come to think of it. What's the opposition instructions on Choo-Choo now? Yeah, it says to mark the defender. Okay. I thought maybe he brought those along from the other side. Which reminds me of him marking the defender to the right. We didn't tell him to do that. Maybe it helps. Ismail. Oh. Gave him another corner. Well, better than the goal. Still. That's decent. Keep him away from the goal. That's alright. Further. Norris, that's a central defender with a decent passing, I think. And Dicky for another corner. Choo-Choo is exhausted. Yeah, well. Sucks to be you. Back here. Coffee. Well done. Within the penalty area, at least his 13 points of dribbling showed. Yeah, not dribbling, tackling. Chuchu intercepts. Good job, Amran. Do something useful with it, please. Jamil Killeen barely keeps possession. Rajili. Sophie. Killeen again. That's not impressive so far. Amran. Killeen. Basail. Chuchu. It's a shot. And Yusuf parried that one too. This damn goalkeeper. RC with the corner now. We do retain possession. Chuchu, this might have been offside. Rachili keeps the ball. Sophie, oh. I'm sure this could have been a penalty. Maybe. Probably not. No, 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 no. Well defended by Carrier. For now, Manuzi. Nor some. That's offside. They subbed somebody on. Let's have a look at the guy. Who is it? Not Norsum. Him. Cool. 25-year-old and we have no idea about his stats. So given that he's a winger, I expect him to be rather fast. But his passing is 1 to 2. So we will do the same as with the others. We'll close him down. No idea about a stronger foot. I expect it to be the right one. So maybe show him to the left. That said, his passing is so low. Let's just trigger the press on him and hope for the best. Apparently we didn't scout him. Oh, Rachili. Well... Manusi, Hafstian. Well intercepted by Killeen this time. Good job. Rachili. Basail. Killeen. Basail, come on! It just doesn't happen. What a chance. RC. Carrier. Way past the goal frame. Carrier with yet another long ball. Goofly, and that's another. Come on, come on, come on. You can do this. Apparently, they like it. With the exception of Rachili, obviously. He's frustrated. Because, I don't know why. That went nowhere. That's intercepted by Sophie. And now Sophie third. Rachili. Cool. Counter attack without a defensive midfielder. Pulled hamstring. Alright, that's it. So, I guess Mokhtar makes an appearance. There's that. Second half. Here we go. Hopefully nobody else hurts themselves now. And I'm glad I did not sub off Chuchu. On the other hand, I could have subbed off the one that just hurt himself. I guess that's on me. Well intercepted. RC, that ball goes nowhere. Harris on Facile immediately. Harris on again. What's that? Well done, Killeen. Facile, good pass. For Chili, Killeen again. That's for Chuchu. Finally! Thank you very much, Chuchu. They had that a long time coming. So, that went well. We got really lucky overall though, facing them in that kind of form. I'm not sure what's going on. Also, they could have put us to the knife. Definitely. So, now we're going back defensive? Not sure. They didn't create much, did they? So, I guess we started praising. Also, we can waste a bit more time, can't we? Cup game after all. And we are... Well, we are rapidly closing in on the end of extra time. That's good. Let's take the corner. Also, expected goals is now 3 times the amount of the opponent, so I guess we should be fine. Rashili now is getting complacent. I hate this guy. At least the Football Manager representation and his performance in this match. Not the person in real life, obviously. RC with the corner. Not Mokhtar. Chuchu. Still running. Amran. That pass is shit. Kalahara's on. Amran again. Please don't lose possession. Mokhtar. I guess that's fine. Why not? Alright. If we lose possession, at least it's nowhere. For whom? Amran. Don't care. 3 minutes to go. Yusuf. He's not closed down. Doesn't matter. Chuchu intercepts. Well, Dicky. Two minutes plus whatever the extra stoppage time is. Saki, that's dangerous. Well done. It's offside too, so well done. On 2 occasions. RC. That wasn't that bad. Was a low-grade chance, but in the end it was somewhat difficult for a keeper. So I like that one. Well, Chuchu, what are we gonna do with it? obviously waste time. So I very much appreciate that. Mokhtar. Wouldn't have counted anyway, but... Pala Harrison, Harsey, Rachili. The passing to space was fine, but apparently the referee didn't want a second goal, so... We're stuck with one. Also, thank you very much for surprising me, I guess. What's the right word? Startling. For startling me. For some reason that happens all the time. Okay. We made it through a cup game. I am excited about this. This is fantastic. Well, he's a good passer. Do we want to, overall? I'm torn on this. I think... I guess we could. Okay. So... Sophie is out with a pulled hamstring. That's bad. Is Mavi's probably his replacement? Oh, this was the debut by Amran. Okay. No, I guess. For a 31-year-old, he did pretty well. So that was alright. And apparently Cheryl Nullard is delighted with the extra time win. In-game as well as off-game. So that's fine. Now, for the change in formation... I think it made sense in this in this match, obviously. Oh. Thomas can't play as a central midfielder. That's sad. Despite us hating on him for some time, trend shows upwards. There's a attacking midfielder anyway, there. So, within this club, obviously he will not, I don't know, he won't make it to dribbling 10. And his passing and long shots will never be really good. He does have great vision. Flair's decent. Decision making is fine. We do not really use his acceleration and pace that much as an attacking midfielder on support. I still feel he's more or less a shadow striker. Might be an idea. Looking at this, maybe the mentals are what's worst about him. It's not even that it's not even that horrible that the passing is that low. It's about the anticipation and the composure and the concentration. I might care about the dribbling too. The alternative advanced playmaker, well, you can scratch that. You can't play a pass, so that's not a thing. Neither on support nor on attack duty. But we would need to find a role that uses his acceleration and pace. So that would be Shadow Striker overall, wouldn't it? Somebody that gets further forward. So it's not so much about so much about central midfielder on attack. Maybe it is about get further forward, the instruction in general, because this is where he can contribute with acceleration and pace, and that's similar with Taib even, but also yeah, but just like everyone else, he's trash at it. It does use his finishing, if we look at the attributes. But attacking midfielder on attack does have the instruction get further forward, so there's that, yeah. Might be an idea. Defensively, he didn't contribute much last time out, right? So maybe that's a good idea. And can we make a similar argument for the others? Taib? Well, Taib is more focused on the passing, though. He is more of a playmaker to me than the other one. Let's put it like that. It was about facile. So we have a ton of playmakers in the squad anyway. It's not like I'm opposed to the idea of retraining this guy up front. That said, he's 32. So I think he can still play attacking midfielder at some point. On the other hand, any long-term plan with this guy is probably a waste. He playing playmaker, yeah, that's somewhat tolerable. He'll get there. He'll be competent at some point. Yeah. So if we do attacking midfielder with him, it should probably be playmaker. There's like it's okay to have two playmakers on the pitch. I barely use that though. On the other hand, with that dribbling, I'd rather not. So what's a good rule for him? Definitely not. That's rubbish. Rubbish for sure. In attacking midfield, it's really hard to include him. That dribbling. It's even worse than Thomas's and Taib's. And that's something. So I don't want him to dribble at all. So that means central midfield on attack. Or, you know, that one. That's what we signed him for. Sure, balance is a bit off. Yeah, but that's where we came from. Yes, exactly. Also, look at the marking. He is good in defensive situations. So that's why we signed him at all. Well, now we have ball-winning midfielder problem anyway. Okay. What's the next match? Next match is against Melaka. So if I take another 2 hours until we make it to the end of the Melaka match, then I will be pretty exhausted, I guess. So let's try to do that. Yes, he can. He's no good at it though. I think the switch to The switch to cautious worked somewhat, so that's a thing. We should also take fewer risks, shoot less often, and it makes sense. One of these had crossing instructions. Or apparently not. I thought one of these had crossing instructions. So Sophie won't play. Assuming Ismavi plays, who is out being injured himself. That'll be fun. Kala Harasan had a match though. Sadly, all of these are on the heavy match load, so the next match will include some players that we don't like. Or, well, that we still need to learn how to like, I guess. To be fair, whatever they do on the training ground now, that will probably show some effect. So that's good. Yeah, I think we saw that. No need to look into the data. I'll do a bathroom break though, and then we'll see each other, I guess, for the next match. BRB. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Alright. Maybe it will not take another 2 hours after all. So, there's a draw to be made for first round. Well, we will probably have to watch this. So let's do an automatic draw. And see what happens. Armed forces, please. Cool. We do not play armed forces. On the other hand, whatever. We will not have a good time. This is us. We played Johor DT. Whatever that is. Okay, so who's Johor DT? Well, so, okay. That does tell us, though, that the Southern Tigers will come over and they will hopefully bring along some fans. If they don't, well, then they don't. We didn't get any money anyway. For some reason, there's no prize money other than winning the final match. So, hopes are we get some income from expenditure in the stadium, I guess. that one. We do play on Sunday, so we do penalties, set piece routines here, and prepare for the match as well as possibly can. I really want to play him though and train him as an attacking midfielder. He's still one of the fairly professional players in the squad. So all of the comments about Dickey and Thomas are probably warranted, or at least some of them. But I still think this is one of the better players in the squad. Not by attributes maybe, but by personality. So long term, that might show. These are good. This is a 4-4-2. Yeah. 34-year-old striker. And he's not that fast either. So I guess the question is, did we do attacking football? It's a home match after all. And, well, the two are rather slow. These are fast. Passing's good. Marking's good. Positioning is okay-ish. Marking's pretty good. Positioning is rubbish. Fast, but no jumping and stuff. Neither here. We need to target forward. He's also pretty slow. Shall we do attacking football for a change? Just get out there and give him our best. And hope that we can give him a beating. That would certainly be a turnaround, given the expectations. There is a match on Saturday. Keep on a schedule with 2 training days, please. Maybe not that one though. That's slightly better. So anyone's got an opinion on the match against Melaka setup? Shall we do attacking? Or did you all go AFK and do some cooking in the kitchen? Fine too. In that case, I think I'll try it. Alright. League Clash. Position report. So Melaka maintains stronger momentum. Alright. This Latifi guy apparently is pretty good on the ball. He's losing possession. Yeah, well, vision's good. Passing's okay-ish. Low bravery, low strength. No good dribbling. They have absolutely fascinating crossing statistics, apparently. pure passes against in the final third, lots of passes. So they play, here's this. Cautious mentality play in a way, but a tiki-taka style. And we will play, to loosely quote Mr. Jürgen Klopp, we will play a heavy metal concert instead. Let's try this. Let's try to close them down, tackle them hard, give them everything we've got. And just make them absolutely incapable of playing their tiki-taka bullshit. This is a home match. Might as well show them. Might not go well, but who cares? Oh. Oh. Who are you? A 17-year-old goalkeeper, apparently. Balanced. Outspoken. Never had a team. We'll take him in as a youngster. And obviously he doesn't need to earn any money. That's fine with you too. Perfect. Okay. Practical signing for the future. I think we've had a ton of midfielder recently, so thank you very much, and that's okay. So let's get into the training ratings. I do not think we did that last week, so that's good. Thomas's training rating is much better. That's much appreciated. And it is needed. It did lose a bit of acceleration and pace, but gained in everything else, so I think this is still a plus overall. Hussein trains well. Doesn't matter much. Ideal trains well. That's a goalkeeper that is on the pitch right now, so fine. Guess that's also it's a derivative of derivative? Derivative, right? Of him playing all the time. Dickie's 7.25, he will probably not agree with this. He does. RC trains well. It says we should focus on his attacking movement. Apparently he didn't agree last time out. Well, we'll keep him as it is. Same with this, and then we're going into the bad territory. In particular with the 33-year-old goalkeeper, but that doesn't. But Chile, on the other hand, don't like that. We'll take him off the aerial training. Yeah. He shows early signs that he might be on the decline at the age of 24. My dad. What about a 7.0 rating? The 23-year-olds are 3 years not great either. In his case, though, with the bunch of ones, I think he's just not suited for any kind of development anymore. Mohammad, well, he suffers from an acute case of there's two other players in the first team that, well, in the senior squad that might play prior to. Alright, perfect. We don't care much about the matches being played in the league right now. At least I don't think so. We do care about ours, which is the second league match this season. So, given the recent schedule, though, we'll have a hard time. So it's probably B team on the pitch this time out. Okay. It's today at, well, 20:45. Kalahara-san is exhausted. His Mavi needs to go off. Chili will be replaced by Hasnan. For some weird reason, Chuchu is still available. He is not in perfect condition though. We'll need to figure something out. Central defender. Oh, don't want to play Mokhtar. On the other hand, if we play him, probably in one of these matches, yeah, we gotta play him. I don't like it, but the free is not great. His Mavi is exhausted. Well, he's tired as well as under heavy match load. So not a good idea. We do need him for defensive midfield though. That or somebody else needs to play as a ball-winning midfielder. And that will not happen anytime soon. Well, it will happen. It will just not happen that this is any good. Okay, so we can do this. These two need a break. Thomas on the pitch will probably make some people's skin crawl, but it is what it is. He can be on the bench at least. But how's Baru? Baru's fit for some reason. What happened? Did we take him off? Yeah, we took him off last time out. That's it. So he made it through one match, but then we took, well, through 60 minutes. But then we took him off. Now he can play. That's not too bad. So we'll keep Baru. We will bring along Jaya Silanda. Other news. Well, Suleiman probably should play at some point. Says here, deep line playmaker, but really, we need a ball-winning midfielder all the time. Anchorman, maybe. Ah, I guess defensive midfielder after all. On the other hand, strength is required in both. Well, let's do ball-winning midfielder on him. So this is way too late. He has no idea how to play the role. but we need somebody as a replacement. And we have so many playmaker-ish types in this squad. Might as well include Suleiman. That said, he can play more direct passing. He has decent passing, so that should be suitable for him. No idea about the tactic, the role, or the duty. Great. How about defensive midfielder? That's not better. Doesn't matter. So let's stick to Baldwin in midfielder. It does fit the formation at least. Well, not the formation, but mentality. Damn it. Okay. The rest of them, that seems alright. None are on the heavy match load. Obviously not the, I guess not my preferred first team. And we'll bring along Safri. He might even play. Roslan should be ready for some more time on the pitch. His last performance wasn't great though. Which reminds me, we should probably talk to most of these players prior to the match. So, none of these. Mazarin for Dicky maybe. He's considered to be a consistent performer. Let's play Mazarin actually for Roslan. And let's keep Dicky on the bench. Not too bad. Roslan made his appearance. Didn't show anything. Kalam played last match and he made an impact. It wasn't Kalam. It wasn't Kalam, never mind me. It was Fasal. So he made an impact last match. Not too bad. Not a good one though. There's 6.6 rating here, despite him creating some interesting situations. Ankun would usually be my primary choice as a playmaker. Form says we should play him. There's no notion of consistency here, but he does enjoy big matches. Well, this is not a big match. On the other hand, he's available, so he'll probably be on the bench. He can also play on the left wing if needed. Instead. And the rest of these, I think we'll actually bring along Hamdan. Yes, this is a youngster. Yes, he doesn't deserve playing time, but if we never play him, he will never develop. So we have him here for mentoring, I think. Yeah, he's together with Thomas and Vicky for mentoring purpose. So seen from that perspective, we gotta play those, obviously, but also if we want them to progress within the club at all. This is not so much about the results on the pitch, though. This is about the results on the training ground. And well, Vicky barely plays, and Thomas is not exactly a fan favorite, so does develop though, at least recently. So we need somebody that is capable of playing defensive midfield if worst comes to it, and worst does come to it. So I guess it will be Kalam after all. 3 midfielders on the bench. This is reasonable. The alternative is, well, Avi, I guess. Not a bad idea either. Kalam's 26. Also considered to be a playmaker-ish type. Azile is a playmaker-ish type, and we have enough playmaker. Let's bring along his Mavi. Despite the heavy match load, so hopefully we don't need to use him. Helene's tired though, so might as well play Fasail or Ankh. And given the consistency, we'll play Ankh. Ankun is our primary choice for all of this crap. He is damn expensive anyway. But these are the trashy matches in a way. normal league matches. So we want somebody with consistency. And given that this is not an important match, we do not care about their resistance to pressure that much. It's not like this is the biggest match of them all. We just had one of those. So hopefully playing players with some consistency has an impact. Or an effect. A positive one, preferably. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, I don't want to play him, and well, Baru remains some way short. We could obviously play Chaya Salan. But in this situation, I think, yeah, overall, Baru's development is more important. So let's give him playing time. And this combination is just great. I'd prefer another personality, but overall, consistent performer in a choice big match. This is great. So hopefully we'll get him to a certain level. He's a lone player, sadly. So, whatever. Long term, he will probably not be with us. But for this season, maybe. So for the next match only, we will not whip process. I will go with mix. Somewhat alright. Are there any specific instructions here that are related to Muhammad? Yes. No crossing towards the far post, please. No instruction here. Ankun and Suleiman. These two can cross more often, that makes sense. Amran as well as Mazrin have decent crossing. All of our fullbacks have. So that's okay. Mokhtar and Carrier are a really weird combination. Pretty fast. What happened to the slow striker combination they had on the pitch last match? Will I go defensively instead? He's pretty slow. He's pretty fast. So, positioning is 5 though. I'll do attacking for fun. We'll do attacking football for one match. I just want to see what happens. I don't really think that this will net us a result. We're just too vulnerable in defense. But we'll try it anyway. And looking at the lack of knowledge we have about the opposition, well, we do have some knowledge. So on the strikers, we know that one plays as a deep lying forward. Not him though. He's a poachery guy. And well, it shows. Not sure about composure and stuff, so forget about any specific instructions.
Thank you. The sub is much appreciated.
Well, still
That's
better than not using that prime sub at all, I guess.
a very good decision, sir. No, thank you very much. You don't. Thank you. Not sure if I deserve that, but it is appreciated. Thanks. Also, no use letting that prime sub go to waste after all. Okay, also welcome back to the stream. Where was I? Hashim. So, in his case, composure is pretty low, strength is pretty low. He's a good finisher though. Sure, closing him down, but we had a certain situation 2 matches ago, so I'd rather not do that. Rezvan seems like a pretty decent player overall. Yeah, that's it. True. So this player seems well-rounded. He's a bit slow, but that's about it. We can obviously show him to the right side, so that would be to the inside, but overall, this one's actually one for transfer. Well, we can't afford him, but he probably won't come. So, not sure what to do about him. We can close him down and ease off tackles, which is pretty bad. Can also show him to the weaker foot, but I have my doubts. This one got really low dribbling, low bravery, and low strength. So whatever happens, we will tackle him hard, that's for sure. His passing is okay-ish. Off the ball movement's bad. The other midfielders off the ball movement's better, and he has better passing. So this is the trashy one that can run. Not sure what to do with him, other than tackling him hard. This one though, this one's dangerous. Now he can outrun his marker, but I still prefer if we mark him tightly. That said, dribbling slow, bravery slow, and strength is low, so same here. Tackle him hard. And hopefully that works. Norris, no idea about him other than he's pretty fast. Well, guess we ignore him? Not sure what to do. Passing seems low. Passing his first touch seemed lackluster. So let's trigger the press on him. I'm not sure about anything. This guy's crossing is pretty good. So where was I? Yeah. Both of these guys crossing is pretty good, so we will still try to stop crosses here. Might work, it might not work, who knows. We're playing somewhat of a B team after all. Dribbling's low though. Bravery is okay-ish. First touch is bad. No, first touch is good. Free kick taking is bad. Shit. Well, so obviously this guy's a danger if we let him have possession. So I'll still try to trigger the press on him, even though I guess I see this pulling apart our own formation, but on the other hand, we are trying to play attacking football now. So if we play attacking football, closing down the wingbacks or fullbacks is probably fine. Let's trigger the press on both. And the center backs, well, this one's pretty old and rusty. This one's not that old, but can't jump if his life depends on it. So hopefully we have some luck, really. I need a target forward. One with Malaysian nationality, first and foremost. So if we get one, that would be great. That will not happen today, though. So how have you been, Tedong? Anything new with you? Other than sharing Bezos bucks. It's been a week after all. I hope you missed me. If you didn't, I will be sad. Cry the entire night. What do we want here? I have no idea what's... I guess everybody's nervous. Alright. That helped, at least in the case of Baru. So, we'll put the hands into our pockets and tell them, okay. You are great, you can do this. Maybe cautiously instead. That helped. It usually does. Some people seem to be inspired for some weird reason. Also, Safri is nervous. That's an additional negative on him. This stadium is fantastic. Also, there's nobody in here. No. I was out for... Oh, that was the dishwasher. Something was beeping within the apartment, and I was like, what the hell's going on? An alarm. But it's just a dishwasher. Anyway, I was on the road for my job. So, I think I mentioned that in the last stream. That's great interception by Baru. And then he loses the ball. Okay, so much for that. Yeah, I was on the road and came back today. So this is the end of my work week, as usual. But this time out, I wasn't around on Monday, so no stream, and I put this on the schedule too, if I'm not mistaken. So it should have shown. I also mentioned it on the Discord, so that nobody misses it, but apparently this is not enough channels. Thomas, with the goal! Yes! This is a great start and Mies will hate it. Perfect. Well, if he does another 20 like these, will you like him after all? Also, thank you very much. I hope whatever you did turned out to be well done and you're happy with it. Perfect. Come on, Choo Choo. Don't take Thomas out, he is great. So, somebody must have had a change of mind. Ah. Well, he will probably not score for it. They had two rather slow poachers in last match's lineup. Also, this is pretty damn risky because Mokhtar's on the pitch. So, make of that what you will. Suleiman is instructed to play more direct passes, by the way. And he has no idea how to play as a ball-winning midfielder. So this is not a great setup. Overall. I do not expect much. But whatever. So it comes as a surprise to the opposition, I guess. Our defending is slow and inexperienced. Well, I guess Perry did some matches. But it's slow. That said, their strikers were slow, at least the last time I checked. Well, prior to last time. They found an 18-year-old that's pretty fast, so he's on the pitch now. Doesn't matter though, if we outscored him. Let's pull off a Mika Billion approach. And maybe it helps. For now, I wouldn't exactly argue that we are... Well, as does I. Yeah, as do I. But... I just don't think we can pull that off all the time. On the other hand, maybe from time to time it's a good idea to mix things up. So, we have an attacking tactic. They need to play in this tactic. We have the B team available to us anyway. So let's do it. For example, with Mokhtar's heading, which is pretty decent. This is a Football Manager stream. Since when is this about the entertainment? It's about the results, isn't it? What? It's about entertainment? I didn't get that. So I guess we will need to play entertaining football after all. Yeah, maybe. Thomas wins the ball. Thomas, nice pass. Baru, what a shitty finish. 4 points of passing, but he has the vision. Well done, Mokhtar. Hasnan. There was a great opportunity to play a pass into Thomas' foot. Or I guess into space. Curio, Ankun. Thomas. Chuchu. That's no good. And Mokhtar with the header. And now he's out of position. And we have a problem. Or we don't. They play tiki-taka bullshit. And given that I do not like tiki-taka stuff, I thought we might clone Jurgen Klopp. At least for a second. No. Don't let them shoot. Well, it went well. I think we started praising. Didn't expect to go up. Not bad. Chuchu, Matherin, Ankun. Decent pass. Chuchu gets a foul. Thomas. Ankun. Please. Finally. I thought nobody would take the shot. It's an own goal. What? It's disallowed? No, it's an own goal. Oh, yeah. Ankun actually wouldn't have hit the back of the net. So, it's an own goal after all. Also, Chuchu seems to be... well, at least his pride is hurt. Who cares though? It worked. Also, nobody got carded just yet, and we are up by 2 goals. This is the inverse of what happened last time out. Expected goals doesn't show we are up by 2, but whatever. Yeah, well, as long as it works, we can we might as well do attacking. Why not? Nice one. And so far, performance is definitely a plus. Let's not jinx it. Oh, that was close. I was like, let's not jinx it though. And there's the next finish. Well, I'm more concerned with the 0 than with whatever numbers up in front. But there's different ways to achieve this 0. That pass by Suleiman was very direct, but otherwise not great. Who knows, maybe we'll do some attacking football throughout the season after all. As long as it works. At one point I also want to do one season that goes overload all the time. So, very attacking all the time. That's only the style of football, in case anyone here knows this guy. Or maybe... I guess Paderborn still play this kind of football to this day. Cologne maybe. Not very successful though, recently. Ankun, Suleiman. Decent pass. Mazerin. Will there be a cross? It's a dribble. There's the cross. That goes nowhere. Baru? Baru with another cross. Ooh. Well done by Carrier. Thomas, Mazerin. Another one? Sure, another one. And this doesn't end up as a corner. Baru has other ideas. Ankun. Oh. Doesn't feel like they know what hit him. Crazels everywhere. So let's see how this goes. Chuchu takes the corner, Carrier, Amran, and nothing, apparently. Possession is also at 57%, so I'm not sure if this is significant just yet, but it's a bit higher. And they certainly can't play their tiki-taka. Ankun, what a ball for Thomas! Flips the crossbar. Fucking hell. Well, he did score in this match. So, who needs a second? Also, I think we play with Get Stuck In. Yeah, we do. And they got the first yellow card. So, that worked. Thomas. Good pass. Choo-choo. Oh no, Choo-choo. Wrong choice. Should have taken the pass. Well done, Mokhtar. Given his 3 points of acceleration and pace, maybe it's 4. I'm not sure. Have a look. Still, good defensive header. Given that he had a hard time keeping up with the attacker. Well defended. And carrier for yet another corner. Come on, guys. Keep it at 0. We also still have the opportunity to go back to the football you all seem to like very much. You know, the one where we put 11 people behind the ball. On the other hand, might as well score a third. Close. Their goalkeeper's kit is pretty interesting too. Carrier, Choo-choo, Suleiman, Thomas, Mazarin. Carrier and Mazarin exchange passes. True. True. And you think an attacking style, or at least a more positive style, suits the team? Ankun. Pass for Thomas, but it's offside. Well, that happens. This does certainly rely on their passing, apparently. Choo-choo wins the header. Hasnan. That's a youngster, by the way. Not like this is one of our experienced strikers. So, given that stuff, we can be pretty happy with that. That was the wrong pass. Baru is still alright though. And another corner. I guess I'm happy with the performance so far. Mazarin. That went over the goal. Well, Mokhtar, you could have scored. That would certainly have helped your, I guess, decline. We should sub off Choo-choo. Nope. Not yet. This is fantastic. Just keep moving forward. And, well, whatever you pronounce this, as well as Hasnan, he seems to be pretty happy too. Not bad for first match, for a 16-year-old. Based up on players, apparently. We should probably have a look. After this scene, Thomas's long ball, Baru. Just go down the right, man. Not, you know, forward. Okay, here's another scene. Mazarin and Choo-choo. Another corner. Well, yeah, depends. We have made some very good experiences with defensive setups, but it might just be about what the opposition expects and what it doesn't. Yeah. We did do positive with Jeder Hogdal's AK back in the day. And, well, our quality was lower for quite a while. Still worked though. We were just good in possession in general. And had a lot of goal scorers in the second line, I guess, in midfield. For now, though, Thomas and the rest of the squad seem to exchange passes like Thomas is a good passer, which he isn't. The opponents seem to have a hard time closing down, defending in general. We do create some space here. Or set pieces at least. So that's alright. We can also play some of the other players. If the result goes our way, why not? On the other hand, I don't want to interrupt this. Maybe the 37-year-old winger wants to come on at some point. Sadly, it's Chuchu that needs to go off, not Bauru. Well, Bauru from a performance perspective and Chuchu from an age perspective, I think. Also, he played too much recently. He's just exhausted. Ankun. Defending forward works. That pass. Haznan's just no good yet. Close him down. Well done, Courier. That's the way we do things here. Okay, let's have a look. So, 55 minutes into the match. Who needs to come on? We have 5 substitutes, and this match will definitely not go into extra time because there is none. So, who needs to play? Oh, Hamdan's on the... Hamdan is the youngster. Haznan is the normal striker, so... Yeah. Well, the attacking roles usually contain some instructions that are more more akin to taking a risk. Thanks, man. That was a hard one. And to be fair, we had way better chances. It wasn't, well, it was similar to this in terms of expected goals in relation to each other. But on the other hand, well, I very much prefer this one. Let's put it that way. This is much more entertaining. But whatever. As long as the result works in the end, I'm not one to stick to a formation. Well, to a mentality. So Chaya Selan for Chuchu, and we'll switch these two, and Baru can play here. Baru did play there at one point, and that's about it. Maybe. But there's an argument to be made that we should probably play the players that need the sharpness. So that would be Fasail, actually, for Ankun. Given that Ankun is on a medium match load, though, I'd rather keep Fasail on the bench and put Ankun in Baru's spot at some point. So let's give him another 5 to 10 minutes. There's other players, though, and Dicky fits the description. Dicky could play. Mazrin, though, has a decent match, so why would I? Then Hamdan for Haznan. Well, Haznan's match is not great, but it's not horrible either. Dicky at left wing. Well, interesting idea at least. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's do this. We play Dicky on the left wing, obviously as a winger. And, well, his off-the-ball movement's shit. So, I guess this is it. He has no passing and vision whatsoever. That's very similar to to me though. So this is why I enjoy feedback on the stream. In the end, well, it's not all there is to it, but I very much enjoy different ideas, and I'm happy to try them out from time to time. But sometimes I just don't want to. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm happy for or I'm happy to have all the feedback. It's much appreciated, even if I do not follow through with all of it. Just, you know, sometimes you have different things in mind. Alright. We need to get this result over the finish line. Also, they brought on other players and I didn't look at them. Sorry to disrupt the match all the time, but we probably should have a look at those that are on the pitch, don't we? He has no dribbling and bravery whatsoever. So we triggered a press on him. That's the wrong one. And we tackle him hard, same as the other one. And this guy, Ibrahim, he's a good dribbler, sadly, so ease of tackles with him. Otherwise, we will just give away free kicks. He's right-footed, so let's show him to the left. Given that he's a winger. Passing's not that bad, sadly, but his vision. Composure's also not great, so I guess we close. And there's that. Well, I guess there's two ways to go about this. Way one, we are up by 2 goals, so why would we go attacking? And option 2, well, attacking worked so far, so why would we change things? I have no idea, man. So, given that I'm in analysis paralysis, we might as well stick to it. Not sure about Dickey and attacking midfield, though. That's probably a bit overdoing it. Well, a football philosophical question, maybe. It should be offside. It is. We do keep them ways away from the goal, though, usually. Yeah. I don't know. If anyone wants to suggest anything, feel free. So, I still have a question, T-Dong. No, not sure if I wanna switch off my focus from the match, though. Wow, that hit the post. In case you're still listening, where do you want the information in case one of the streams doesn't happen? Do you have a preferred place? And please tell me it's not Twitter. Because apparently Twitch as well as Discord didn't work. Shall I put it on YouTube all the time? I'm not sure where to put it. Yeah. Me too. And that's probably not the good approach, is it? But on the other hand, inviting them by going defensively going defensively does not necessarily run, Hasnan, forget about what I just said. Fuck! So close. Going defensively does not necessarily say that we need to change the way we defend. Does it? We might as well. But we might as well keep it like this and just put on a defensive mentality. Nobody told us that we need to shut up shop with a lower defensive line. We might as well that was pretty damn close. Might as well be disruptive with a high defensive line. Just not focus on the goal scoring that much. focus on defending a little bit more. Well done until... well done twice. Guess that's good. Thomas! Thomas with a wonderful pass, and it doesn't hit the back of the net, and it's offside too. Thomas on an 8.2 rating, and it could have been a plain and simple a clear 10. At least a 9. Asnan. Salan. Amran, Ankun. Don't do anything stupid. Thanks for the answer, Tudong. I'll read it in a second. Not a bad shot. Yeah, I see. Well, I try not to use that much social media either. I wouldn't consider Discord as social media anyway. And it's not that many people on the Discord server. It's just, you know, the usual suspects from stream here. Alongside probably 50 digital artists. Not 50. Maybe 10. Yeah, well, we might. Let's have a look at Thomas's performance here, though. Hasnan. Back to Thomas, and then there's nobody up front, I guess. Nice pass for Dicky. Come on, have a good cross, Dicky. You deserve it. There's a cross. Something. Salan, and that's not good. Should be easy to defend. Didn't show so far. How about you knock him over? You know? Hitting the man, not necessarily the ball. That's no good. That's no good at all. It's offside! Fantastic. Time for some changes. Alright, who needs to be subbed off? Curious tired. It just showed. So, I guess it's Safri time. No. Well, we could. If we play him at all, it's probably in a match like this. With a result like this. 18 minutes to go. Yeah, we play him now. Suleiman's complacent. So Ismavi comes on and makes another appearance. Who else? The 16-year-old? I don't know. Do we need him on the pitch? We could. Right back. Right back needs to substitute. And so, let's experiment with this. Mentality we are competent in. If we go positive, we are awkward. If we go balanced, we are competent. If we go cautious, we are competent, but way more. And if we go defensive, well, we are pretty damn competent in this. So, given that the rest of the instructions worked, I will just use this ab absurdum and go defensive. Why not? So that's more than a bit lower, but we really don't care about a third goal, as long as we do not concede. That said, high defensive lines seem to work. Let's do it. Let's do it like this. Do we want to use the 5th sub? Sure, why not? Let's put him on attack. Do we want to use the 5th substitute? Well, I guess Thomas is a good goal scorer, so we put him on attack. Yeah. I would really prefer a pressing forward up front, though. Something like this. Might as well play Hamdan. Oh, you cannot make any more substitutions. So much for that. Okay. So I guess he doesn't make an appearance after all. Let's go. So, 17... Well, it's a disallowed goal, first and foremost. Okay, it was offside. Obviously I saw that. Obviously. No chances created anymore. Seems like our defensive setup works. Ankun doesn't find Hasnan's head. Hussein. Hussein with a cross. Mokhtar. Diki. That would have been great. Didn't happen though. Now Thomas is pretty exhausted. Same as Ankun. 4 minutes to go. You know. Might as well do this. The free is headers fine. Dicky, Thomas, and we lose the ball. That's no good. Goalkeeper's there though. So, I think we got this. Dead pass. Ouch. Mod Hussein, Ankun, Hasnan, Thomas. There's Selan, and the pass was okay-ish. Hasnan wasn't aware though. Here's Mavi. There we have another one. Ankun. Didn't happen this time. This is defensive mentality, but no, it is not yet. Well, it might be defensive mentality. Could be. I think I changed something else, maybe praising them or something. I forgot though. Well saved. Also, offside once more. Mabi wins the ball, loses the ball, Mazarin wins the ball, Safri wins the ball. There we go. Dicky finds Thomas in the middle of the pitch. Jaya Selan. Where's the good pass? There's a decent pass. Thomas retains possession. Dicky, Ankun. Long shot? Long shot. Not bad. It's something. Mokhtar, Thomas. Here's Mavi, that's not bad. Hasnan, Thomas again. Hasnan. Oh! That could have been a third. He decided to cross the ball into nowhere. Yeah, waste some time. 2 minutes to go. We have this. There's Elan. No. Well, these substitutes won't make much of a difference. We don't care. Diggy and Masrin with a nice combination. Goalkeeper claims the ball. 1 minute to go, plus whatever this additional substitutes make up for. Probably nothing. Hussein, Jaya Selan. I guess everybody did their jobs, more or less. They had 4 shots. Not even half a goal expected. That's not bad. I'm also okay with the performance since we switched to defensive mentality. That worked too. They do still go forward. Hell, even Hasnan as a defense, as a pressing forward works somewhat. And we definitely had a chance to score a third. So it's not about the mentality that much. It's just about we are close to the goal, and apparently we take our shots. Well, a lot of time wasting, this is great. Mokhtar doesn't get his header towards goal, sadly. He did have a few chances there. That's it. That's full time. Fantastic. So, did we deserve this? I think so. That's a decent result after all. We also get a bit closer to not being relegated after all. Also, 2 league matches, 4 points. Sitting in second spot. We will probably not remain there, but whatever. Maybe we'll go up to first. Oh, don't think so though. Okay. So, that was the match against Melaka. Good stuff. So, next out is Perlis United, if I read that correctly. Thomas is on form. Shall we praise him? Problem is his morale is perfect. So, no use praising him right now. We'll praise him later. And apparently Charanella is pretty satisfied with the wing. I quite enjoy this. Well. Good stuff. Thomas made it to Player of the Week. Just saying. So, that's not bad. Team cohesion is okay. Club atmosphere went up. Well, we just won 2 matches, so I guess that's to be expected. We need to talk to the players about last match later on. I think that's a thing. Well, after a drop in morale happened. And the next match is against Perlis United, which are sitting in 13th spot right now in the league table, not that it matters much. And he likes to play on the wing with a 4-4-2, so maybe, just maybe, we could go through the middle. Who knows? We'll need to have a look. That said, I know it's a bit short. Usually I do 4 hours, but my throat's starting to get sore. And given that I hung around with some people that might or might not get sick in the near future, because somebody was sick, I think I'll actually take Mises' suggestion and brew myself a cup of tea and go to bed early. I hope that works with you. I would like to thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully, if I'm well throughout the weekend, we can do an additional bonus stream. If not, probably on Monday. And if I get sick, actually, I will probably put it on the Discord and tell you. So, there's that. Sure. Of course, always. We have a minute or two, no problem. Yes, sure, I'll show you. Well, not the draw. I'll show you the result. We did... Well, I would show you. There it is. We will play Johor Darul Tazim FC. And Tidong will probably tell me that this is way mispronounced. So, there's that. This is a first league team. So, I don't know. 11,000 season ticket holders, that said, we play at our place. Well, will play in our stadium. So in the end, this will hopefully bring some money alongside 15 goals conceded. Maybe we can do attacking. Or, I don't know, pull off a Saarbrücken or something. Who knows? They have Endrick. Who the hell is Endrick? Here. Well, this is the Brazilian, apparently, but... Also a 36-year-old named Diogo. You know, I have no idea about football. In general. Did you notice that at some point? Do I know any of these players? The Malaysian one's not for sure. Luciano Fernandez, never heard of the guy. No idea. Yeah, sure. Past winners. Hmm. Okay, I see. So we're probably fucked. But on the other hand, if they bring on some royalties along the way, I don't know. That was way misphrased and probably also wrong from the wording. Whatever. They will bring some income. The revenue will go up. We have a 40k people stadium and nobody's in there. So whatever they do, hopefully they bring along some followers. Well, it didn't happen like this over here. Over here, apparently, Terregangnu made it to the first spot. The Turtles. I love it. Oh, yeah, maybe. On the other hand, you know, Bayern Munich also had a hard time recently. Which reminds me, I wanted to mention something too, just to continue the smack talk in real life, Mies, but maybe we can have that conversation later. I think there was a match that happened recently, Wednesday? I very much enjoyed that one, even though I didn't see it. I just saw a few minutes of it, given that I was out, you know, on the road for the job. But I very much enjoyed the result, and apparently, how did the Spiegel write? Vorne Pfui, hinten Pfui. So, take that, I guess. Anyway, let's wrap up the stream. Hope you guys have a good evening, or whatever time it is at your place. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on Monday latest, hopefully. So, yeah. Thanks, and bye.